Comin At Ya Podcast contains adult themes and language. It's not intended for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Now, here's your hosts, Kevin and Chris, with Todd, who has only one job.
It's time once again for another episode of Comin At Ya. Comin At Ya. A podcast about the world of mixed martial arts, boxing, pro wrestling, Comin At Ya, and heavy metal music, with a slice of comedy for good measure. Comin At Ya.
Now we're back. Comin At Ya Podcast, episode 227.
We're getting up there.
I am the Dynamo Kid, Christopher Scott, joined by my good buddy Kevin HCH Honeycutt, Tati, and
hello.
Our guest this evening is my dead dog in her box.
Chelsea,
She got cremated.
how do you feel about that, Chelsea?
She's it was actually nice to get her back. But the show's brought to us by Philadelphia Comedy Club. This week they have Miguel Daumu from SiriusXM Radio, Aaron Dahoney, and Cioto Expo. Their show's Friday night at 7 and 9 p.m. or 7:30 and 9 p.m. You can use the Comin At Ya Podcast code CAYPOD for discount tickets. Also brought to us by Resp Tattoo.
I just talked to him yesterday.
You say
and
that
today.
every goddamn time.
But I went to the shop, though.
You said that you went today?
No, I didn't go to the shop today. I was working, but I think he was going to try to come up to the podcast.
Okay.
He's a little bit more visible, though.
All right.
He kind of disappears in the winter. He's like, he hibernates.
But the show is brought to us by...
Rest Tattoo.
And where's that?
Keswick Tattoo.
And how can they find him?
They go inside and they ask for him.
Can they find him on a website?
I'm sure they probably could find him on a couple websites of
Also brought... Yeah.
questionable.
You used to be better at this.
See,
You used to be a lot better than this.
I'm a lot focused, actually.
You're totally unfocused.
I'm
right now.
razor sharp today.
Also brought to us by Netflix.
Netflix has a new show out.
What's the new show?
It's called fuck. I have the name of it. I can't pronounce it.
That's a long name.
It's about a
movie.
It's a Japanese animation one with a red panda that sings death metal songs or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the anime category?
It might be. I don't know what the name
It
of it
doesn't
is.
sound like something I would even waste a second watching.
I don't know.
Is it good?
From what I've heard, it is.
From what you've heard, it's good.
Yeah. Right now, I finally finished Altered Carbon.
I only made it like 4 episodes into
It's
that.
really good.
I wanted to go deeper, but for some reason, if on these ones where you can binge watch,
Yeah.
if an episode loses me, then I'm lost totally.
Yeah.
If it's a show that's like a weekly show,
A lot of titties, a lot of vagina.
if it's got a lot of titties, a lot of vagina, I'll watch that as well.
Oh yeah, it's got it.
Show's also brought to us by Dads in Cargo Shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah, you used to be better.
he's like the Chive, except he's not. He doesn't have objectionable material.
Also brought to us by...
Fleshlight.
I haven't busted that one out in a while. Also brought to us by
Busted in it actually.
Extreme Cage Combat.
Yeah, hopefully we can do some more fights coming up. There's some secret stuff in the works that we can't really talk about, and I always like doing those events because
You're already getting insulted on the group chat, by the way.
what are they saying?
They're saying you need to throw in a gold chain with that shirt in the tank top.
Who said that?
It doesn't matter.
Who said
that? But it's also
They
brought
can
to
kiss
us
my
by Out of Pocket Network.
Yeah, they have a lot of interesting podcasts actually, of which we're the most interesting.
You know, let's start over. Your energy level for these announcements is just absolutely
Yeah, for
shite.
somebody who's spot on.
Normally spot on. You came in,
off.
shot out of a cannon, and you know, and we're back. Welcome to episode 227. I'm the Dynamo Kid. This is. Are you doing something different here? See, he's interrupting it now too. Is he doing something? What's he doing? What's
Andy
he doing?
Kaufman bit. What are you doing? Here?
If he's putting the fucking mask
Is
on,
this
I
Gallagher?
will guarantee
gonna pull
I'll
out-
actually take the dog in the box and break it across his
He's
head.
pulling out a watermelon. He's gonna hit it.
Is he putting the sunglasses on?
Jesus, Grandpa.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, hold on.
Can you work with me a little bit here?
I am working with you. You want me to up the energy, fuckface?
You don't need the sunglasses to help the energy.
How do you know?
Oh,
How do you
listen
know
to
what
him.
my method
Listen
is?
to him.
How do you know what my method is? The only thing
Who's
you
the
need
show
to worry
brought
about,
to us by,
I'm going
Bullet?
to tell you the show is brought to you in part by Netflix. And do you know why? Because they got a lot of good shows. I'm
How
going to
about
tell you about
Dads
a
in
good
Cargo
show that I
Shorts?
just saw on Netflix the other day.
Tell me about
I
it.
was perusing through Netflix, and I was like, oh, look at that. It's my good buddy Dexter, who's now British apparently. And he's looking for his missing kid.
And what's the name of the show?
Safe.
What else is the show brought to us by?
I'll tell you who's not going to be safe. On November 10th, I'm going to kick your ass in front of a capacity crowd in Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. Because I'm coming into your house. You're not taking my title, but I'm going to take your prize.
Is the show brought to us by Dads in Cargo Shorts?
It is. And Dave is a frequent contributor. He's our web designer. And you should go to dadsandcargoshorts.com.
Also check out Extreme Cage Combat.
Fights in Philly. Punches, kicks, knees. Every fight is action-packed.
Philly Comedy Club.
And Ryan don't give a fuck.
Philly Comedy Club.
Philly Comedy Club. What are the...
What's the? You've never done this one, so what's the podcast code?
CAY Pod.
And what do you get with that?
You get discount tickets.
And what nights are the shows? Friday nights, 7 to 9 p.m.
Friday night. It doesn't matter what the night is.
Also
because
brought to us by Out of Pocket Network.
Out of Pocket Network is a collective, if you will, of sports-centric podcasts. We are the MMA and I think Guy Talk.
Also brought to us by Rest Tattoo.
Rest Tattoo. Get yourself a tattoo. Be a man. Show them off your tattoo. Show it across your chest. Show them the graffiti you got across your chest. Look at that. It looks like something you'd see on the side of a building in Fishtown.
That's right.
But no, it's a tattoo on his chest.
It feels good to have you back.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we lost you for a few minutes at the beginning.
Well, my eyes were hurting.
Now
That's
your
why I need
sunglasses are on. You're back in the show.
I'm
You're
back in
actually
it.
looking a little svelte. I mean, you're getting prepared for what? What are you getting prepared for? What are you losing weight for?
Well, November 10th, I threw down the gauntlet because there was a lot of talk on the internet. You know, you think that your pajama kung fu is superior to my professional wrestling, my lucha libre stylings, if you will. And I think I might even do something I haven't done in a little bit of time. I think I might come off the top rope and do a little bit of the aerial tactics.
You know what?
I might do a flying hurricane runner.
Last
on
week
you.
we were talking about death packages.
I
am gonna have a death package for you for November 10th.
Well,
There's gonna be some sad selfies.
okay.
There's gonna be some pictures of you with your little chin, holding your chin up with your bass guitar. I might get a tattoo that says "Bullet, rest in peace," something along those lines. I may get the medics there early with a reinforced gurney to carry your body out.
I was thinking of cutting an old school Harley race promo from the 70s on you.
Try it.
I was going to be like,
I'm ready.
Chris Perry, I'm the greatest wrestler on God's green earth, and I'm going to tell you on November 10th, I'm walking out the same way I walked in, with a bad limp and a championship belt across my waist.
That belt is all mine.
I've got a secret weapon, Perry.
So
I'm gonna have in my corner the one person that's been kicking your ass for 15 years solid. She's gonna tell me all your secrets, Perry. She's gonna tell me how to hit you right in the ball bag.
I have a backup as well.
Oh, I know. It's
Friend Martin, who probably will die on the sword
He probably
if
will.
needed that day.
Yeah. We were
so-
joking about it. A couple of people at work that it was going to be this grand, elaborate entrance, and you just, bang, and I go right down like first thing. But the entrance is going to be awesome.
That might be the highlight of the day for you.
Well, it'll be the highlight of the event for sure. I feel that we should have an undercard.
How about Todd versus his wife?
Well, there's
I
got to
like
be
dead silence
there's
over there.
got to be some people that have grievances with each other.
I'm sure somebody's got a grievance with
There's
Todd.
people that got it.
Probably my mom with the broken TV.
I'll smash her.
Like in the middle of
Like
I'll smash her
like a
just like the
TV on a pole match.
Like she fucking does a honky tonk man with the TV. And fucking smashes
Dude, much
it
like that
over his
TV,
fucking
much
head.
like that TV, I'll put her against the side and I will nail her right in the chest and break her.
So
Chelsea, what do you think about that?
obviously, clearly, I got my dog back.
Hold on, she's saying something.
She's not saying anything.
Well, you know what? That's a good point.
So,
Chelsea.
so you're down what? 21 pounds now? 20 pounds?
21 pounds in 3 weeks.
Okay, well that's not bad. And what's your goal weight for the day?
I've got 59 more pounds left to lose.
So that puts you down what? 230, 220?
No, it's going to put me at 199.
Oh, so you were 280?
I was 281.
Holy fucking shit!
Yeah.
So
What were you the last time when
he was 281 last
No,
time.
no.
282.
No, when you were doing the DDP yoga, you were
No, I was when I first started, I was about the same.
And then what'd you get down to though?
224.
Oof.
Because when I first stepped on the scale, it said 224. I'm like, that ain't the truth.
But the first time you lost the weight, you got down below 200.
Yeah, but it wasn't healthy.
No,
It wasn't healthy.
If you were looking at Bullet from far away, he looked like a fucking blow pop. All skinny
and
and
a big ass head.
giant fucking head.
Yeah, 199 will be a good weight for me.
I think that will be a good weight for you.
199 will be a good weight. I'll be able to see my dick and be disappointed.
You'll be able to move around a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll be more comfortable.
Well, I
when
went
you
to my
do
pain
just life
management.
chores in general.
I went to my pain management last week, and they said my blood pressure was better than it had been in a long time. So that's good. So the effects like that, and I'm starting to fit into my clothes a little bit better. And then I've got all the clothes I can't fit into now that I will fit into.
So you have two different wardrobes?
Yeah, but I'm going to...
So November 10th, it's going to go down.
November 10th, I'm going to be in full lucha outfit, the mask, the singlet, the American Eagle.
How will you know he's fighting you though?
Yeah.
How will you know it's him?
How will I know it's actually you?
Yeah.
Well, all the tattoos, I think, would be a giveaway.
It could be painted on.
Well, the mask alone throws me off.
It will.
It's very Clark Kentish.
I feel that once I enter that arena... We're going to do it at your gym, by the way.
That's fine. That's real close to the hospital that's over there
That's
for you.
good. That's good because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to throw a handful of baby powder
You didn't like it?
No, I've had them before.
Oh.
right in your fucking eyes as soon as the match starts.
They're expensive for.
Not only this, in fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to up the ante a little bit.
What's the ante?
No holds barred, falls count anywhere match.
So the second I ankle lock you, you're not going to complain?
You're not going to be able to ankle lock me.
Oh my God, it would be so easy.
It was. Let me tell you something, pal. I saw you the last time I saw you on the mats.
You got a fucking.
You got punched
cankle.
in the liver so hard that you almost dutied in your pajamas.
That was during a black belt test.
Nonetheless,
He knows we're
the
not-
last time I saw you on the mats.
But once I murder you, do you think you'll come back in another form? Like what would you come back as? I was telling Bill, and this is why I'm asking.
I would come back as a squirrel.
because I have a theory.
In fact, we have a fan of ours whose nickname is the Squirrel.
I have this thing. Like my dog passed away last Tuesday, right?
Shout out to the Squirrel.
And I got her cremated. So 6 weeks from now, I'm going to look for a dog that was born either on the day my dog died or the day after. And I'm going to look for a dog that looks similar, and I'm going to do the test. And you remember my test, like the dog would go apeshit when I flicker, like when I do the bullhorns? If I do that, and the dog
Did I
goes...
just see the box move?
and the dog goes ape shit.
She don't like this.
If that dog is with another person, I'm taking that dog from the person. I'm going to look for my reincarnated dog. Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, I'm sure the possibility. I'm sure you can get all weird about it and say that
Have you ever
energy
thought of-
just changes form. It doesn't go
Matter
away.
can't be created or destroyed, only changed in form.
Well, it can be created.
Well, you know what I'm
So
saying.
I had to start somewhere.
Hadron Collider can do that. I've done that. The God particle. You never heard of that?
Yes. So to be if you were
Can't be destroyed though. It changes form.
if you were going to be reincarnated,
I would be a bird.
what kind of bird? A crow?
Yeah, either
How did
that.
I know that?
Either
Because you
that.
read the Crow book a while ago.
I still like. I got another crow book. I read a
No,
lot
I'm
of
not.
crows.
I'm asking you what you'd be reincarnated.
So you
as,
hang
though.
out where all the death is.
Yeah.
That's actually a.
So that's what you would choose as a crow.
either that or a big fucking hawk.
I think I would rather be a bird of prey if I'm going to be a bird.
Well, a hawk is a bird of prey.
No shit. That's why I just said it. If I had a choice, I'm going to pick the bird that's going to be at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, I would be.
Right?
I'd be a hawk, or a crow.
Like nobody wants to be reincarnated as an antelope on the African plains
or a dung beetle.
or a dung beetle. Like there's certain things you just don't want to be reincarnated in. Like if there's stuff at the bottom of the food chain, you don't want to be that.
Or a liberal.
I would think I would be. I think I would be a lion.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
You know what kind of a lion you'd be? You'd be the lion at the fucking Six Flags drive-through safari that just
Sitting there.
gets yelled at by the fucking...
Got one eye, fucking missing half my claws. They took my fangs.
I think a bald eagle or something top of the eagle.
It's
chain.
got to be something top.
I
of
don't
the
know
food
why
chain.
everybody thinks lions are the most badass. I mean,
Lions are scary.
Yeah,
nah.
they don't
Tigers
have-
are bigger though.
They don't have a great life.
I'd rather be a wolf.
They literally.
It's only
spend-
like 10 years, right?
I'd rather be a wolf.
but
Wolf is 10 times more badass than a lion.
But it's gotta
No.
stay still
Yeah.
for most of the day.
How is a wolf 10 times more badass than a lion?
Because a wolf doesn't perform in the fucking circus like a bitch.
Has anybody ever tried to put one in a circus?
No, because they can't. Because they don't fuck like that.
So, in a fight,
Point me.
a wolf
Point me.
versus a lion, who wins?
Well, probably the wolves. Because they don't
No.
fight alone. They fight in a pack.
Wolf.
There's no such thing as a wolf.
Wolf. There is such thing as a wolf.
Wolf
You
pack,
never
baby.
heard? You never heard of Lone Wolf McQuade?
NWO wolf pack.
Have you ever heard of Lone Wolf McQuade?
Kevin Nash.
Guy.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a lone wolf? Yes.
No.
Yeah, you have.
No.
You have.
That's false. That's movies.
It's fiction.
It's movie magic. Speaking of
So-
movies, I got my movie pass.
So we're gonna get on that in a second. So if I'm gonna come back as an animal, I'm definitely coming back as something that's top of the food chain. If I'm in the ocean, I'm an orca. If I'm
An orca.
yeah, who's gonna fuck with an orca?
Great white shark.
No.
No,
They get
they
orcas
fucking
fuck
kill
with
great
them.
white sharks for fun.
Get the fuck out of here.
You never seen any of those videos,
I don't know. Steven Spielberg didn't make a movie called Orca.
dude?
He made a movie called Jaws.
They're not even close in size. Like, it's not even remotely close. There's videos, which I'll show you after, of orcas where they are attacking a shark, and once you flip the shark over, they go upside down, and they fall asleep right away. Like, you ever see those videos?
It's like me.
Like, but
You get me?
but these
Exactly like
these
me,
orcas,
actually.
these orcas have figured it out,
Yeah.
and they take this great white shark and they flip it over on its back. Right, and the thing's sitting in the water, and it just immediately just relaxes, and these things just start going to town on it.
Oh,
And
shit.
they only rip off the fins.
We got some
Oh,
good
that's
comments right now.
fucked up. What are they saying?
Chris got it.
Lions let their pride hunt for them. Wolves hunt in packs themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually,
What about the one above him? Yeah, the one above it.
Humans put all those things in cages. Somebody said.
yeah.
we're
Where?
the top.
Show me
We're
where.
the top.
You've
Show-
never seen a wolf in a cage?
No,
There's definitely been a wolf in a cage.
I'm a wolf in a cage right now.
Go to Six Flags, or not Six Flags, Busch Gardens in Virginia. They have
They
bunch
have
of
wolves there. And you know what those wolves do?
Who made that
They
comment?
fucking ride bicycles with balls on their nose.
No, let me tell you something.
But I'm an orca if I'm in the ocean, right? If I'm on land, lion, and maybe a tiger. Tiger's a little bit bigger than the tigers are like 800 pounds.
If I had to be a land animal and come back, I'd come back as a platypus.
Duck-billed platypus?
Yeah.
Is there any other kind?
I don't think so. I mean, platypus.
because that's all messed up.
Yeah, because no one's fucking with a platypus. What is it? A beaver? A
They
duck?
have-
Like,
they're-
what is that?
But they
Aren't
have
they poisonous,
they're
too?
poisonous
Yeah.
as well.
they have that little fang at the end of their duck bill.
Platypuses.
Would that be
platypi?
Would that be your spirit animal?
No,
I think it is.
My spirit animal is a peacock
Why?
because he's got colorful feathers like myself.
No.
And he all struts around like,
I
huh?
I think you're
Look at
either
me.
a duck-billed platypus
Nah,
or
I'm-
just a beaver.
It's the peacock because I
so
to strut my
if you
stuff.
come back as a land animal, you're a duck-billed platypus.
yeah.
Todd?
I'm coming back as an eagle.
Land animal.
land animal?
Jesus Christ.
This fucking guy. It's land, sky, ocean.
I'm gonna go leopard.
Because you've never.
No, I think the jungle would be better area.
You think?
Yeah, because
Leopards are pretty
The whole
badass.
thing with being like a lion or something like that, dude, they can't do much because they have to lay down in the shade all day.
Be a grizzly bear.
because they can't overheat.
Yeah, but grizzly bears can't do a whole lot.
Kodiak bear.
Kodiak bears are scary.
No one fucks with a Kodiak bear.
Have you ever seen a bear in real life?
Yeah.
We used to go up to Locust Lakes in the Poconos all the times when we were kids. And remember, we'd sit out there and just look out the window, and there'd be like 4 or 5 bears just going through the trash cans.
Fuck that.
My buddy Sush, he lives in Asheville, North Carolina. He had a bear on his porch the other day,
Nah, fuck that.
I wouldn't want that.
and his dog, who he just got from the pound like 6 months ago, went ape shit and scared the bear off. But then now for the last 4 days, this dog can't stop barking and is just shitting itself everywhere.
I was real close about 4 or 5 years ago moving to Alaska. Like I was really going to do it.
I don't think we ever talked about that.
I have not heard this story.
Yeah, well, it started one night when I was like pissed drunk, and I watched some.
Fuck it, I'm moving to Alaska.
I saw a show in Alaska, and then I went on Alaska.gov and go, I'm moving. Send me all the shit. So for like 6
There's
months,
certainly not a lot of people to fuck with you up there.
6 months, all I did was get these brochures from all these different towns in Alaska, and
How do you get the brochures?
because I went on Alaska.gov and put my
You're
my
downloading-
my mailing address and said I want to move. Send me some shit. So I was going on different websites and I was pricing out shit. And the one guy has a website. It's like the stuff I wish I knew
About
moving to
Alaska?
Alaska before I moved. So it was like
He sold you off it?
no, but he said something funny. He's like, people always ask me, how do you know that if you're in bear country? They're like, get a map, draw a red circle around Anchorage. If you're outside of that circle, you're in bear
And
country.
supposedly Anchorage is like major bears.
80% of the world's grizzly bear population lives in Alaska.
Fuck that.
I want to repeat that. 80%.
Somebody just pointed out, Chris, this is actually your animal.
Honey badger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a honey badger.
They don't
They're
give a
badass.
fuck.
Nobody
give a
fucks
shit.
with them.
No, no one fucks with them. I want to be a mongoose because Ricky Tikki Taffy.
I used to love. Remember the cartoon when we were kids, Ricky Tikki Tava? That was fucking awesome.
And it's just fun to say Ricky Tikki Taffy.
They used to show it at the library in Langhorne all
In
the
fact-
time.
In fact, that's going to be my name right now.
Ricky Tikki?
I'm just going to be like, well, coming at your podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Tikki Taffy coming at you. Coming at your podcast.
Ricky Tikki Leathers.
Ricky Tikki Taffy, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you ever had an experience with a wild animal, like in person, like where it
What do you mean, like an
scared the shit out of you?
experience?
Like you were out somewhere and a fucking scary animal approached you? Could be a dog. Could be anything. Didn't you get bit by a
Hold on.
dog when you were a kid?
No, Rich did.
My older brother got attacked.
Let
by
me
a dog.
just say this, and I think this will put this to bed. If I'm outside of my house and a fucking rabbit just looks at me, I'm like, what the fuck is he looking at? And I'm turning around.
Dude. When I was in the Navy,
I don't even like ants
I
looking
was
at me.
I was stationed at a base in South Carolina, and on the base they had alligators in all the creeks and ponds and everywhere around there. And I never thought about it, but we would have our lunch by the water,
Yeah.
and the alligators would come up to the edge, and we would just throw rocks at them. But literally, we'd be standing from like here to Todd throwing rocks at like a 12-foot alligator.
Fuck that. If an alligator comes anywhere near me, that motherfucker's a pair of boots and a belt.
You're somewhere like this. I'm literally just a couple feet from stuff with no weapons, no nothing, and just fucking with it.
I am a weapon.
But how bad would a fucking alligator just fucking shred you to pieces?
Probably not. Their
Their
teeth don't shred you. Their teeth.
They
they're-
roll and they break the meat off.
Yeah.
Like they fucking eat on you for days.
I want to get a pair of
They'd
alligator
have to put them
boots.
under a log for a little bit.
You think,
salt
you
It's
think
a
that
big
should,
log.
You think that should be a pair of my next
Alligator boots?
Alligator boots?
Yeah.
Gator boots?
How about ostrich boots?
How about
They
alligator?
make those?
A vest
I like
that goes
those.
with it. Alligator vest.
You ain't call me Skinner. I mean, good day, ladies. My name's Skinner.
But you wouldn't be reincarnated as any of those things, like an alligator, like something they turn into stuff.
I don't like reptiles.
Like I wouldn't want to be a chicken, you know, because people eat so many chickens. Like how'd you like you go through the whole process? You're like, bam, back to life, and you look around. There's like billions of other fucking chickens around you. That can't be good.
That's a good point, though. Maybe a dog. People would love you again.
Yeah, but there's a lot of dogs that get abused out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of sick fucks out there.
It's true.
All
That's
right.
what I'm saying. A duck-billed platypus or a hawk, or if I was in the ocean and I had to be something in the ocean,
Orca.
no, I would want to. No, nothing that would perform it like at a Sea World or none of that shit. I would want to be.
Yeah, dolphins pretty cool.
Dolphins are cool and they have their own language
That's true. And they're super smart.
and they communicate.
Orcas are smart too. They're mammals.
telepathically, and they communicate with aliens.
I would definitely be a mammal. No reptile at all. Like I don't want to be an animal that relies on the sun to stay warm and get moving around.
Right.
Right? Fuck that.
Because there's nothing worse. Like if I'm like riding my bike early in the morning or something like that, and seeing like a snake that's on the side of the road that hasn't quite warmed up yet.
Yeah, he like
and
that's
it's
how he's starting his day. He's like, all right, I'm just waiting for my batteries to charge.
I'd be a stingray
Ooh.
because you come with me, motherfucker.
I think I would be.
stinging you.
I think I would be a manta ray because they're much bigger.
Yeah, but the big motherfucker who's all just like,
Yeah, it's a manta ray.
hey baby, what's going on?
Those
And you
things
still
just
get the- you still get the
cruise.
flash.
Yeah,
You can just swing those arms and just
I'm
like
just like, what's up?
bring it on.
What you doing in my neighborhood?
And then, much like you, if you're not a fan of anything, you dig down the sand.
That's right. I'm digging it down.
Dude, you could hide anytime. This guy with the fucking
Maybe I
microphone.
should be Manta Ray instead of Rick Dick Daffy.
Did you watch Cobra Kai yet?
I finished the whole thing, unlike Todd.
When did you start watching it?
Last week.
And you just getting to it now. And Todd
I
hasn't
pounded through it.
Todd hasn't watched any of Cobra Kai except what, episode 2?
No, I'm like 6 in.
After all these weeks.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna spoil a few things.
Yeah, we're
for
gonna
you.
spoil a few things for you. It's time. It's time to let the cat out of the fucking
The
bag.
thing that I like about the show.
Did I ruin anything for you? Did I set it up and I tee it up nicely for you when I spoke about it a few weeks ago?
You did. The thing I like about
Say it. How much does it say?
the thing I like about the
Say it
show
for me.
is that
Say it.
you see how the nerds become. They kind of go against
They go against the norm.
what you think is going to happen. Like the nerdy, sympathetic baby faces in the beginning, the kids, they kind of become dickheads by the end.
Like Hawk or whatever his name is?
Yeah, he becomes a dick.
I do like his tattoo.
The main kid becomes a dick.
They all become assholes. They become Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and then you know Johnny's there at the end, like I don't really like this, and then his kid, who's a dickhead, starts to become
He makes the turn.
Yeah, straight and narrow because he's a practitioner of Miyagi karate.
Miyagi-Do.
Miyagi-Do.
The problem I have with the show
The ending was best though.
Oh,
when
it
the
was
old
fucking
old
awesome.
sensei
shows up.
shows up, and he's like, "I knew you would do it," and blah blah
You
blah.
finally got us back. Look at Todd's face right now. He's so mad.
And he's gonna be, he's gonna be a series regular next season. There is gonna be a season 2.
Tiffany Lee says she would be a cheetah. I don't know who Tiffany Lee is. Do you know her?
Yeah, she's cool.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, T. Lee.
So she hates you as well?
Well, I'm probably deep down. Probably deep down.
So
A cheetah. Well, I
But-
guess.
but-
Yeah, no one fucks with cheetahs.
back to
And
Cobra
they're
Kai
fast.
for a second. Like,
Yeah.
I thought the show was so well put together.
I thought it was great.
And
One of the best half-hour comedies.
no
that there
matter
was.
what you do, I don't care how you put it together, they still can't make Ralph Macchio look like he's good at karate.
Yeah.
No matter what the fuck they do.
No, he's not good.
Although when he did the spinning kick and he knocked the
was an illegal kick.
kombucha out of the guy's hands,
Yeah,
that was an illegal
And he
kick.
didn't look horrible when he was when the kid came to his dojo for the first time. He's
Right.
like, "Am I going to do anything else?" And he started punching him, and he's
But I have just something about him, like his physical
got an odd
nature.
body.
He's built like a pear. Like his shoulders are not as wide as his hips,
Oh, yeah.
and he's not believable as somebody who could kick some ass. Like Billy Zabka, you believe for a second, right? Like you look at him, you're like, that dude could probably kick some ass.
yeah.
And the other problem I have with the show as well is that you got two kids that have been training for a very short time that beat everybody and make it into the finals,
Yeah.
right?
So, maybe
So-
they're just naturally talented.
No. If you look at Billy Zabka, he was the 4-time champion. Nobody scored a point on him till his senior year. And then Ralph Macchio trains for a few weeks and he's fucking
Yeah.
taking him out.
But you also like Star Wars, in which this chick Rey had 3 lessons,
I didn't say I love that one.
and then oh, she's a Jedi now. She's
Yeah, but
moving rocks.
She's got the force.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And that's kind of what Miyagi gave
It's all right.
Ralph Macchio during that little.
Yeah, he did. I thought he was going to give him a little bit of power
Yo,
there.
they
so
actually-
you're deeper into it than you think.
They teased that in the last episode. The
You're
kid-
like 2 episodes
so
from the end.
The good guy kid.
You might be 8.
The good guy kid at the last tournament gets hit with an illegal kick, so they're in the locker room. He's like, I don't think I can continue, and he's like, yes,
But-
you can, and he's like,
Medic.
medic. Yeah, because you think he's gonna do the shit. He's gonna do it.
But it's his shoulder that's hurt.
Yeah, it's his shoulder
Yeah.
that's hurt. Yeah, what was it the last time? His leg or his hip or something?
Yeah, well, it was his knee last
his
time.
knee,
But
yeah, sweep
speaking
the
of
leg.
Jedi, I saw the new Solo.
So did I.
It's the first movie that of Star Wars where was not no R2-D2 and no
lightsaber fight.
no Jedis.
And no lightsaber fight.
0 Jedis. You can't have a lightsaber fight without Jedi.
Well, there was a Sith.
Ah, shit.
What was my statement?
Isn't a Sith kind of like an opposite?
He's a
Jedi?
dark Jedi.
He's a Sith. He's a Sith. He's not a Jedi. So I
looked
wa-
like he was hanging out.
I
in
saw it
Croydon.
twice.
Looked like he was hanging out in Croydon. It looked a little haggard.
I saw it twice. The first time I saw it, I
I'm
thought
just saying.
I thought it was okay the first time I saw it. Second time I saw it,
Yeah.
thought it was 10 times better because I absorbed a little bit more of it. I kind of read some of those things that you and I had talked about, and I'm like,
Yeah, I thought the Lando was really good in it.
He was awesome in it.
Yeah, he was really good in it.
If anybody was actually
Is that Childish Gambino?
Yes, we
Yeah.
talked about this
Okay.
last week. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm
but
his-
it didn't register.
And I'm
like,
his,
who it was.
I'm his arch nemesis,
But
Mature Capone.
the parts that I like, there was some stuff that was different from the actual story, like the books.
The books that you read that are no longer canon.
I thought Woody Harrelson was good in it.
Yeah, he's so good in everything he does.
I love the fact that who's the little guy that plays R2D2? He's also the main Ewok, but he was
Warwick
yeah,
Davis.
But he was also in the crew
Hey.
for whatever that gang was towards the end.
Yeah, he was in that.
I know.
And then he was also in Willow, which was also directed by
what
Ron
you said.
Howard.
And Ron Howard's brother was in it.
Yeah,
As
he's
he
in
is in
cameos in
every
the
movie.
Yeah.
I love that.
I thought he was awesome in that. The guy who plays Chewbacca now,
Yeah.
if you put him against the old Chewbacca, because the only really thing you can see out of that costume is the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost dead on for like the original Chewbacca.
Come on, stop it. It's fucking. You see 1% of the motherfucker's face.
No, the whole way, like the way he moves, the way he does everything, it feels like
Well, yeah.
there's no
You
change.
watch the fucking tapes. Walk like that.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
The guy had 190 years to get the walk.
That's what I'm
What?
fucking saying. You got to work with me here a little bit.
Eh.
The dude's doing a good job as Chewbacca.
I think.
Did you,
I
like,
think you're.
did you like how he met Chewbacca? I didn't like that part.
He talked Wookiee.
well, in the
No,
actual,
I like the Wookiee part, but I didn't like the fact that Chewbacca's down there.
I didn't like
fair
the fact
enough,
that they
fair
said
enough
he's eating people
Correct.
because he's not a man eater.
What-
And don't you fucking say he is.
What about I heard your man.
In the books,
What do you think of the guy who played Solo?
I thought he did a good job. The first time I watched it, I was like, nah, not so good. Second time, I thought he was great.
They finally do the Kessel Run. They show what that's all about.
Yeah, he did it in 12 parsecs.
Well, not exactly.
Yeah, well, if you round down.
If you round it down, that was great.
But the part I liked in the books, they don't really ever get into how Chewbacca and Han Solo met. But there's always the story that Han Solo saved Chewbacca from slavery, and then Chewbacca owes him a life debt, and that's why he stays with him.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. But I think it was also when he was like, "Here, motherfucker, go
No,
save
he's
your
not telling
people."
you it's like that. He's telling you that's
No, I'm
how it
telling
was
you
in the
that's
book.
exactly how it is.
Yeah, I know.
That's
And
that's how the book was.
I would have loved that as a bigger sell than.
Yeah,
Well,
but
he
I mean,
did.
technically, he did save him.
Yeah, but
did
I would have
save
liked
him from
to, I would
slavery.
have liked to
And
have
then
had some story about.
after and this story takes place 10 years before Star Wars, right?
yeah.
And in the books, like right after that, Solo takes place. Like there's a couple books where Han Solo and Chewbacca are just going around freeing
Wookiees.
Wookiees.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. The part that I thought was really cool was when Woody Called showed up towards the end.
Darth Maul.
Yeah,
With
and
the robot
and
legs.
we're ruining it for people, I'm sure, but fuck cares.
Robot legs.
Yeah, and I didn't catch it the first time.
Do you know why they did this? Here's my theory.
Well, Todd and I were talking about the other day.
They're going to have a Star Wars standalone film, Ben Kenobi, played by Ewan McGregor,
And now he's the appropriate age
and he
for
is,
this scene.
and he's also the villain. That's the villain. You're going to have, well, who's he going to be? Who's he going to fight? There you go. Round 2, motherfucker, with my robot legs.
Yes.
And I'm voting with the guy with robot legs because I have metal
But-
legs.
You're gonna bet wrong because we know how Ben dies.
But guaranteed Darth Maul's in the next movie for sure.
yeah.
And then you probably will have a Ewan McGregor in that same movie, I would guess.
it'll be called Kenobi.
But I've read 4 Darth Maul books, which are up on the shelf right behind me.
Wow.
Why don't
No,
you show everybody?
but they're good.
Why don't you show everybody?
One of them is he infiltrates a prison,
I think the camera died.
he's a prisoner, and his whole thing is he's a prize fighter in the prison, and he's just fucking dudes up left and right. But he's not using any of his Sith powers.
Okay.
So that one's a really good one. So I guarantee you'll see him in that. Also, in the story, they talked about how, like, I read about how whoever the bad guy was, like, he had all those treasures on the shelf. On the shelf is the idol from
Raiders of the
Lost Ark. So I mean, there's a lot of cool shit. So there's a lot of little stuff I didn't see the first
They
time.
call those Easter eggs.
Yeah, but the first time I watched it, I didn't notice all that stuff because it's kind of there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
You're saying that a lot of time. You're just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm agreeing with you. I thought I liked
I
it.
need you to elaborate.
It didn't fucking wasn't the greatest thing I ever saw this summer. The best
was
movie.
good?
It was good.
Did you see Deadpool?
No, I'm going to see that this
You
weekend.
fucking didn't see that yet.
I got my movie pass. I'll see it.
Todd, you didn't see Deadpool yet?
Do you got a movie pass?
No, I do not.
God damn
I
it.
don't watch enough. I don't go to enough movies.
If you go to one movie a month, it pays
Yeah,
for itself.
already paid for itself.
The no,
How many movies you go to this month?
Just Hans. Just
So you went to one movie. How much did it cost you?
$16.
Okay, $9.99 would have paid for that.
How many I went to last month?
How many?
None.
How many did you go the month before?
Yeah, but it's summer movie season. There's
It's
a lot
summer
of
movie
movies.
season, Todd.
There is no summer movie season for me.
Why?
Yes. Why isn't there?
I just don't go to the movies.
You used to go with Colin all the time.
So-
How long have you been a member of Al Qaeda?
The
He's so un-American.
I know.
guys kill me. No, I will say that Glover did a better job reenacting
Billy D.
Billy D.
Then the other guy did
Yeah.
doing Han Solo.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. He was kind of dead on.
Glover, he was dead on.
I like when he's doing the Calrissian Chronicles. Yeah. I do like the guy who played Han Solo was good, right? He wasn't dead on as far as Harrison Ford good. I also read that Harrison Ford loved the movie, but did not go to the premiere because they didn't want to take anything away from that dude.
Yeah, that's good.
Which
That's
makes
cool.
sense.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I love the fact like when they were gambling for the Millennium Falcon, and
He cheated.
yeah, he cheated. He always cheats.
Yeah.
But there's so many good parts in it.
I liked it. I like how they had the what was it?
The spaceships.
No.
The lasers. Was it lasers?
When Woody Harrelson
Did you like
was
lasers?
Woody Harrelson was in the disguise that Lando wears
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Jedi.
yes.
I saw that. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I think one of my favorite parts is when Han Solo gets in trouble at the beginning, and he's in front of the big lizard lady or whatever.
Yeah.
And he has the rock in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's like,
It's a thermal
and she's
detonator.
like, "What's that?" He's like, "This is a thermal detonator, and I'm gonna take all of you out." She's like, "No, that's a rock." He's like, "No, I armed it." She's like, "You just made the click sound."
That's something I would do.
But there's a lot of good stuff in it. So I was excited to see. I thought Ron Howard did a good job of it. And when you and I talked, I didn't like the music originally, and then you pointed out that it actually kicks in at a few points.
Yeah.
So when I watched it the second time, I was more aware of that,
Yeah.
and it was great.
It's the second one that didn't do the Star Wars scroll. I guess they're not going to do those in the standalone.
Yeah, where they go side to side or up to down.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that there's more scrolls. I think there's going to be a Boba Fett movie coming.
Ugh.
Oh, dude.
I don't know if that's gonna even.
Got some Boba Fett books on the shelf that are really good, too.
That's not gonna make it off the ground.
I guarantee it will.
They
No,
have
if this one, I think this one barely made it off the ground.
Well, they had two different directors
made
that,
such
that,
a-
that they lost before Ron Howard
they
took
made
over.
such a big fucking deal about Boba Fett, and he dies like a punk.
When?
He dies.
When does he die like a punk?
Oh,
In-
he
in the
just gets
Sarlacc
knocked
pit.
over.
He doesn't die in that, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, way to ruin another one for us.
Book on the shelf. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, non-canon
It's like
now.
10 years later he shows up.
Non-canon.
Well, they didn't change anything about him yet.
It's non-canon. When Disney bought Star Wars, they said, "Hey, all those novels, nerds, yeah, they didn't happen." Out.
Which means they could change. Doesn't mean they're definitely out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was just created to sell toys. Hey, he looks
He literally
cool.
just got knocked off a little ramp.
He didn't get knocked off the ramp. He got hit in his jet, and he kind of flew awkward and smashed into
Wow.
something. Come on. Know your Star Wars, man.
Wow. I thought the Khaleesi was good as well.
Yes.
She was good.
She is cute.
I wish she'd have shown them perky bees, but
She'll never show those again.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, she said that for Game of Thrones. Like, she's not ever going to do that again.
we've got HBO on demand, so we can see that shit.
Well, they're going to start. I think they already started filming the new Game of Thrones.
Did you hear about the battle?
No.
Oh shit!
Let's talk about it.
So Game of Thrones just finished filming a big fight sequence. The largest battle, the Battle of the Bastards. Remember how big that was?
Yeah.
It took 25 days to film. This took 55 days to film.
Are you serious? How many people on site every day?
Fuck, I don't know. But they
Is that
said
just where the last one ends? They're finishing that fight.
But a lot of those
No,
background
no.
people are
They're-
computer generated.
no,
Like in the background.
look. Those I've never seen anything with that scope and size on television. They don't have fucking movies that have that
Well,
kind of size.
even Lord of the Rings stuff, like when they had the big battles. I mean, those are all CGI.
If I think every episode they said of the next season is going to be an hour and a half, 90 minutes.
That would be great.
They said so. It's basically going to be like a mini because this is the last season.
I would be fine with that.
But then what they're going to do is they own the rights to it. I think they're just going to tell other stories in that world because they built that world.
It'll
So
be
it's
like,
gonna be like Khaleesi.
It'll be like the Solo thing where they kind of
They'll probably
branch
tell
off
about
and
the
other-
Dragon Wars before that.
which they
and all that
should.
shit.
Like,
Yeah, they
who's
should.
the Hound? The big guy? Like, how
Yeah.
many great stories would be with that guy?
Yeah, George R.R. Martin, though, he needs to get off his fat ass and finish that goddamn book. Because he said it ain't going to be out in 2018.
But again, it's a series like it's one of those ones you get stuck watching. If that was a Netflix one and like you had to wait a year and they put them all out at once, like,
Speaking of Lord of
I
the
would
Rings,
be fine with that.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, Amazon is going to do a Lord of the Rings TV show. They're spending $1 billion on it.
What?
Listen to this shit. They're locking people down for like 5 seasons. So even if it sucks, they are fully committed to doing like 5 seasons of this television show.
If you're an up and coming actor, that's fucking ideal.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, would you mind being typecast as long as you had a steady gig?
No, I wouldn't mind at all because you may never ever get another gig beyond that.
I'd laugh my way to the fucking bank.
Right.
It's kind of like people that
Like, did you see that movie Life with who's the
Jake Gyllenhaal.
No. It's he's got the snaggle too. Ethan Hawke,
Yeah.
right?
I
It
like him.
started filming 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and then every 5 years they filmed again.
Oh no, that's
With-
one with the kid.
Yeah, with the same character.
I think that's called A Boy or something like
No,
that.
no, it's like something Life.
Richard Linklater.
Yeah. So
Did it.
the kid they filmed when he was like 5.
Yeah, it's the same kid.
Then he was 10 years old. They filmed and they finished that
Yeah, I
part.
have
And then
it.
when the kid's 18,
Patricia Arquette won an Oscar for
yeah.
it.
And then when the kid's 18, like we have to elaborate more when we're talking to people.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Like you just saying yeah.
I think it was
doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's a crazy goddamn concept though. He took the same cast and every
5 years or something like that.
it was like every couple of years they'd get together for a week and just film
And
scenes.
film. So you see this kid, same character, same kid.
Yeah, throughout the
from when he was 5, like 12, 18, and
Yeah,
I think like 21 or something like that.
And no, I think it ends at 18 because they take him from childhood up to 18. But it's a crazy concept that they did it.
But
Yeah,
if
I forget what
you're
it's
one
called.
of those guys for Lord of the Rings, like who the fuck cares? Like if you never had a part before that, who the fuck cares?
I guess
Take your 5 years and run. Like there's so much entertainment out there right now. Like you don't even know where to start with stuff.
What was the name of the movie?
Just look up Ethan Hawke movies.
I am. There's 100.
Start naming them. It's in the last 3 years.
24 Hours to Live, First Reform.
Microphone.
I think it's about a boy.
First Reform, Ballerina, City of Thousand Planets, Magnificent Seven, Maud, Phenom, Invasion, In a Valley of Violence, Exit Strategy, Regression, Born to Blue, Maggie's Plan, Sinister 2, 10,000 States, Good Kill,
The one he did with
Keep going.
Cymbeline,
with Chet
Pedestrian,
was awesome.
Boyhood,
Boyhood.
Boyhood, that was
2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last 3 years, like I said.
That was 4 years.
Whatever. It's mid 2018. Could have been December 2014,
Could have
and that would be last 3 years.
That would have been. I mean, technically, he's right.
I'm technically right.
When was the release date, according to IMDb? He's
Let's
looking
see.
that up. He's looking.
Yeah, and then he's going to be proven wrong.
August 2014.
So it's not technically 4 years yet.
Right.
It's
so it's
way-
3 years. I'm rounding down.
He's rounding down.
I'm rounding down.
He's rounding down.
He did the Kessel Run.
So, like, but if you're getting stuck into stuff like that, like, I wouldn't care at all. You know?
I don't think you can compare that because that was like a small art house.
I just had somebody follow me on Instagram that was on Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Yeah.
And Celeste Cook is her name.
Yeah. Who'd she play on the show?
She was, I think, Hollywood or Vine, like one of those
Oh, that's
two.
cool.
And
Second season's coming out.
and her I followed back because she only has like a few thousand followers, right? So it's like I have this new thing where if somebody has, let's say, 1,500 followers, and they're following 1,500 people, I will follow them back. But I've been getting a lot of ones lately where like the person is so heavy towards followers versus non-followers
Yeah.
that like when I get those, I don't even respond
He's
to
getting
this.
catfished on them.
No. They're just looking for
I thought
followers.
You told me that where somebody follows you, you follow them, and they drop.
You're
following
saying you're saying, oh wow,
Yeah. So
that ain't right.
Like I used to love Instagram, and now I'm kind of jaded by it. Where, so let's say I follow you, right?
Yep.
Just let him go. Just let him go.
I'm a bit jaded with Instagram. I don't know where I'm gonna. I don't know where I'm
Now
gonna.
you said it. Now you said it.
I don't know where I'm gonna post my moon photos.
No, I'm gonna do my death packages somewhere else. so is he snorting?
Little jaded.
Look at
I'm
him.
gonna actually be honest with you. I'm a little jaded.
So what happens is like recently in the last week I've had like these like models follow me, like all kinds of shit, and I'm thinking to myself,
they are.
no.
Of course they
I
are.
will show them to you. But I'm like, why would this person follow me?
Because they're trying to sell their premium Snapchats. I love that.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting towards, and you're cutting me off before I can even say what it is.
I just,
So somebody will have like 40,000 followers, right? And they follow me. In the past, I would be like, all right, follow back, right? Not even think twice about it.
Yep.
So right now, if you look at my followers, I think I've been at like 851. Like no matter how many people I get, it just stays right around there. And then like I'm following like 6,000 people. So it's just
Holy shit.
because I would just follow people back. And now like I look at somebody, and if they follow me and they have like a crazy imbalance to what there is, I'm not following them back. Or if I followed somebody a while ago and I see that they have a post and I'm like, I haven't seen that in a while, and I click on it and I see a crazy number, I just unfollow them right away.
I would say 70% of my Instagram is fat asses and titties, and the other 30%
That you follow.
just on my timeline is just.
How about people that follow you though?
But it's 70% titties and ass and 30% pro wrestling.
So you're not expecting them to follow you back.
I'm just,
You're just fanning them. You're a big fan.
I'm a fan of their work.
Right, but when
I'm a fan of their doctor's work.
But what I'm getting at is people are just following people to just gain followers.
Well, yeah, because it's like a thing. Oh, I have friends and I have followers. People that brag about how many followers they have is like me bragging about how much Monopoly money I have.
So isn't he the same guy?
Fucking make believe.
Isn't he the same guy? Because he's not following somebody because he wants to follow him. He's following them as long as they follow him.
Well, no, what he's saying.
No, I'm
is
saying I follow them back.
He's saying it's disingenuous.
You're not even listening.
I am.
He's saying it's disingenuous for someone to have a ton of followers because they're just trying to get a ton of followers.
Like I will follow certain photographers because I like their pictures. I'll follow jiu-jitsu people because I like some of the stuff they do.
I follow a lot of porn chicks because I like looking at them titties.
But I don't follow anybody in the hopes that they're going to follow me back. That's never occurred to me even once.
It's happened to me a couple times.
That somebody's followed you back?
Oh, yeah. Sent me some messages.
But the point is, like, their only point is to fucking just gain followers.
Yeah, because then they can get business opportunities from it. It's like, hey, look at all these followers I have. And then people will send them shit. And, if they're models, then people might be more willing to use them or send them shit.
For months, I was very heavy Instagram and not so much Facebook. Now I'm going the other way.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know, but I keep looking on the iTunes to see if there's some sort of new social media that's popped up somewhere. And there's nothing. Like, what would you go on besides Facebook or Instagram? And don't say Grindr or whatever that gay one is that you're on.
Wow. Wow. I like
Kevin Honeycutt, 22.
I like
Dick Beaters 215 at dicklickers.com.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. I like Twitter because I can get a lot of news on Twitter in real
Okay,
time.
so take away the three major ones.
Okay.
Right? You got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You take those three away. What's left? Like, what's your next
Wasn't
go-to?
there a video one? Like short videos?
Yeah, there was like the Vines for a little
Snapchat.
while. Snapchat. I've never been able to do
Still big,
Snapchat
right?
for some reason.
No.
Snapchat's still big.
Yeah, I think Snapchat's
Big
big
with the
but
kids.
But even with Snapchat, like I was down seeing my daughter a few months ago, and we were walking through the supermarket, right? And she's videotaping me, and I'm like, "What do you videotape me?" She's like, "I have to keep my I don't know what they called it, but she had to respond to keep her streak going. So every time somebody sends a video, you send one back. So she's just sending random videos of me picking out like vegetables and stuff.
What the fuck is that?
It's the weirdest thing, and it tells you how long your streak is. I don't know. I'm not on Snapchat, but she's
For real?
Yeah, she's videotaping me, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Chris kept grabbing the high stuff off
I
high
thought
shelves.
Snapchat was so you could send like titty pics to people, and then they disappear. They're not stored.
People use it for a ton of other shit, and
Really?
they screenshot whatever is sent to them anyway.
Oh, okay.
But so we take Snapchat out of it. What's left after that? Like, you don't even know, right? Like, is there an opportunity for something new to pop up at this point?
Ashley Madison. Remember
That got fucked up too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it did.
there is something,
Yeah,
though, 'cause-
remember all the people sweating when their the email thing got
There is something
exposed?
because people talk about Facebook has now gotten to the point where it's just old people on there. And the younger generation
old people
doesn't
on it?
use
Yeah,
it
they don't
at
use
all.
it at all. And the other thing that freaks me out about Facebook is if I look at something on Amazon, I'm fucking being advertised on
Well,
Facebook
that's-
by it a few minutes
Well,
later.
that's because of cookies.
No, I get that.
They track you.
But
Well,
what
that's not just Facebook. That's a lot of things.
no, but like if you look at the top ones right now, top iTunes or top one is Facebook Messenger,
Okay.
then Facebook,
Okay.
then WhatsApp. Have you ever used that? I feel like all the Brazilian guys use that one.
Yeah, I use that when I have
Pinterest.
Well, WhatsApp you can use as a message. So if someone's like overseas in Europe, you can message them and they don't have to use up their data.
Right,
or
yeah.
their cell
So
shit.
it saves them some money. Then you have Pinterest, which is that really a social media one? Though I feel like that's
Isn't
more
that
people
It's
just like
pictures and
Yeah, I've
like
never
showing
done that.
shit.
I don't know what that
then
is.
Group Me,
I don't know what that is either.
Mapping, make something happen. It's called.
Reddit is on there.
Yeah, where's Reddit, Todd?
I don't do Reddit at all.
I'm looking at the replacements.
What number is Reddit? It's
on
probably
this one?
yeah.
It was the third one
Oh shit.
behind Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Not on iTunes.
What the fuck is Mastodon?
iTunes is where you're going to download it from, right?
That doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not telling you
Todd's
what
whole
the
thing
kids-
is Reddit is the front page of the internet, is what he says.
That's what it is.
Do you go on Reddit? You
On-
don't. Just by the way, you just responded.
No, but occasionally I'll look up something and there'll be a Reddit post about it.
but
and then
it's
I'll get
a
it.
lot
not.
of Reddit
It's,
posts about
it's not
this.
your front page of the internet.
I'm not telling you it's not his.
No, mine is Brazzers. That's my front page of my internet.
Then you have
Theory Rain has a new scene out. Thank you very much.
Is she the dead lady?
She's the chick that you. Well, never mind.
well, stay on topic for a sec.
We're talking about the front page of our internet. Mine happens to have titties on it.
Is
Vero?
Brazzers really your
Vero.
front page of the internet?
Vero?
Somebody put on there Vero.
Oh yeah,
What's
that's right.
Vero?
Vero's kind of like Instagram, but you can.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But you could throw some a little crazier stuff.
Is
There's a little darker side
is
of that.
Tinder still a big thing?
Yeah, but that would be up there with
You don't use
his,
Tinder?
his other websites.
No,
You're full of shit.
I don't give a fuck.
You do give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
If you're on Tinder, you're giving a fuck.
I'm not on Tinder.
What app do you use? Hookers.com?
Well, I was using Craigslist until those penny wastes in the government shut down casual encounters.
Oh, you can't use that anymore?
No, they shut that shit down, and then the government shut down Backpage completely.
Yeah, and aren't they? There a lot of the dating websites are starting to be concerned about what they're considering.
Yeah,
Because now, anytime that you can throw, like, if it's like a regular website, you can throw something out there. I was reading it today that you can't say that you're giving money, but you can throw like roses, and a rose for every rose is like $100.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I'll throw a picture of 12 roses. It's going to cost $12,000. So
Or $1,200.
$1,200. So they're
He's not a math teacher.
there's all these weird.
How do you
things.
know about all this stuff about online hookers and stuff?
Yeah, what's going on,
It
Todd?
was on Apple News.
It was
today.
on Reddit.
No, it was on Apple News today.
It's on his front page of the internet. I'm downloading Vero right now. It says you can categorize your contacts as close friends,
Yeah,
or
I
acquaintances.
downloaded it and then I have never used it.
You can share experiences freely with your different contact groups.
Yeah,
This might be better. I might try a new social
I've
media.
never used it.
Let's make an agreement. All three of us will use Vero for at least 1 week. Sound good?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
not that
guess.
it's not that big of a deal. You just say yeah, and then
I'll
it
download
doesn't
it
work.
right
Some guy gave it 4 stars, but said it was disappointing. But you can only give 5 stars, right? Says it's beautiful layout and
Wow.
Herat UI graphics, but every time I go to add a person, it fails.
To be honest, I mean, the only person getting 5 stars is Kenny Omega in the Tokyo Dome.
You think so?
Ask Dave Meltzer; he'll tell you.
Who's Dave Meltzer?
Dave Meltzer's like
Oh,
a famous.
Jesus Christ! You don't know Dave Meltzer?
Yeah, he's like a famous pro wrestling and MMA.
You don't remember Dave
journalist.
Meltzer?
No.
He's run the Wrestling Observer for
Where
the
do
past,
you know
like,
him from?
35 years.
Just-
Oh, he's the guy that's on Sirius, right? He was on Sirius Fight Club channel for a while.
Probably been there for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So, but I will try Vero for a week.
All right.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with it.
We're gonna try something. I need more energy. Like you're very short with some of the
Put
answers.
the glasses back on.
Put the glasses back on. Take me to another level. Is there fights this weekend, Todd?
Yes, but it's a card that no one gives a shit.
I think I will watch it no matter what. And Tina Dean says she'll use the WhatsApp to talk to people in Germany. Is she German?
Well, I guess by association.
Well, it says she has relatives in Germany.
Well, then I guess she's fucking German.
I don't know if she's German. I'm asking you. You know her.
She's an American.
Is she German-American?
Oh, don't give me that hyphenated bullshit. Who the fuck?
All right, I'll quickly go through. Jared Brooks versus Jose Torres.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Johnny Eduardo versus Nathaniel Wood.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Jessica Aguilar versus Jody Esquibel.
I would probably watch that. What's the last name?
Esquibel.
Spell it.
Esquibel.
Country of origin?
Squibel.
Country of origin, please.
USA.
Okay.
Squibo.
Squeebo. It doesn't sound American.
I'm going to go with Aguilar because
I'm going to go with Christina Aguilar
And
as
for
well.
some reason, I like this next guy in this next fight, but Desmond Green versus Gleason Tebow. I like Tebow.
I
wow,
like
he's
Tebow.
still fighting.
That dude's like 40-something right now, isn't
What?
he?
At what weight?
155.
How old is Gleason Tebow now? He's got to be like 38 or 39.
His record's 40-13.
Is that the question I asked?
I know, but
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking fights.
That was
though.
a filler till I got to it.
It was filler. Todd's filling in now.
I'm gonna say
he's-
35.
He's an old 34.
Is he only
He's an
34?
old 34.
Holy fucking crap.
Looks like he was drugged 10 miles down a country
Dude, he
road.
was-
Oh my god.
Holy
He's
fuck.
like the dog in Family Vacation.
Me and my
He
son
put up
met
a good
him.
fight.
Me and my son met him in Atlantic City, and he was super nice.
He looked 40 then.
Holy shit.
Bahal Muhammad.
He's a good fighter. I like him.
Chance Recontre.
Trains with CM Punk.
I'll take Bahal in that one for sure.
Sport.
All right, we got Nick Lentz versus David Tamor.
Lance.
Nick Lentz all day.
He's got the name.
We got Sahara Eubanks versus Lauren Murphy.
Don't care.
I'm going to go with Eubanks.
All right. I got Gian Valente versus Sam Alvey.
Alvey.
Smiling Sam Alvey. Valente's pretty good though.
I'm going to go with Alvey.
I'm gonna go Valente for a
All
beer.
right. All right.
One beer
We'll go for one beer.
on the day that you're not watching your calories.
Oh, that's every day.
Yeah, but during the hour that you can
It's all right.
imbibe.
Look, that's fine. I tell you what, make sure we have that fight between 3:30 and 4:30 because I'm going to fucking kick your ass.
What happens?
And I'm going to work up an appetite.
Is when are you allowed to eat?
What's that? When I win?
No, when are you allowed to eat? What time?
Between 3:30 and 4:30.
So you're gonna fight during your
No.
time, and the only thing you'll be eating is my fist.
I'll be eating a championship cupcake after I kick your ass.
All right, next Julio Arce versus Daniel Tamor.
Where is the fight in Brazil?
You
It feels like it's in Brazil or something like that because there's not a whole lot of names I recognize.
know what it is? I think it's in. Is it in Sweden?
Okay, well, I'll take Sweden.
Me too.
I'm tired today, man. I'm hurting.
Who's the main event?
We're almost there. Interesting fight. Jake Ellenberger versus Ben Killer B. Saunders.
Remember when Ellenberger
I like Ben
was,
Saunders. Ellenberger was a killer for a
was.
while, and then he's that guy who doesn't. He's not there.
I think
sometimes.
USADA's what fucked him up.
No, because his body type still looks pretty similar. I think he is the guy that is just not mentally prepared sometimes.
All right, we got three more. Walt Harris versus Daniel Spitz.
Don't know him.
Gregor Gillespie versus Vince Pichel.
Nothing.
And then the main event is Jimmy Rivera versus Marian Morez.
And it's in upstate New York, by the way.
That's the main event.
Yeah. Who's the main event again?
Which is actually a good fight. Jimmy Rivera versus Marian Morez, or
Morales?
it's Moraes.
Is there a Bellator this weekend too? Is that a Fox Sports 1?
Yes.
Terrible.
No wonder the Fox said, no thanks, UFC. We'll take the WWE instead.
Yeah, I mean that's not something like you got to get some names on it that people recognize if you're just putting it on.
I mean,
Their next event is June 29th.
Okay, so
Bellator?
there's not even a Bellator this weekend.
I'll skip that.
Kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that's a weak ass card.
Yeah, I'm not very excited about
Me
that even
neither.
a little bit. Is there any WWE or boxing this weekend at least?
No, WWE doesn't have any pay-per-views. New Japan's continuing the Best of Super Juniors tournament.
What's Super Juniors? Like little kids?
No, it's the light heavyweights. They call them junior heavyweights.
Okay.
So that's
Like
always cool.
205?
Yeah, a lot of their guys are not very big and huge and whatever. in Japan. The business has changed. But New Japan, I mean, there's so much wrestling out there. I just got Ring of Honor tickets for August, so I'm happy about that.
Where's that going to be?
2300 Arena, old ECW Arena in Philadelphia. I got
Did you recently play there?
Yeah, got front row tickets for Ring of Honor. Which
How much they cost? $17?
No.
Yeah, or $12.
77.
$77.
Yeah, it's an international TV taping. They're going to do 4 shows one day.
So how long
You
does
get to
that
see all
take?
4 shows?
Is that like a 12-hour show?
No, because you got to remember their TV. They do 1 hour of television. That's one app right there. So it'll probably be about a 4-hour show, and then they have the meet and greets and all that shit. And
But you paid extra for the meet and greets.
no, I paid front row. I want front row. I want good seats.
Will you be bringing a giant foam finger or a sign?
I'm going to bring
or
a bag full of
something
streamers, because that's what you do with those.
at the Japanese ones
Yeah, but
or Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. Yeah,
But you're not even going with anybody you know.
No, I'm going to go with my friend Paul. He's a big pro wrestling guy.
Did he buy a ticket next to you?
No, I'm going to be sitting by myself.
So you're not really going with anybody at that point.
I'm
You
driving
might,
down
you
with
might
him, hanging
ride
out
down
with
with
him,
somebody, but that's
and
not
then
the
it's-
same as
Well,
going
we'll
with
be
somebody.
like, yo, man, I'll see it about an hour or so, because they'll do the show, they'll do the taping. You get like a little bit of a break. They'll,
But that's not going with somebody.
I don't need to
You-
go with
you
anybody.
just- like if you
I'm
rode
there
the bus
to immerse
down,
myself in the warm blanket of pro wrestling.
if you rode the bus down, you can't say, "Oh, I'm going to wrestling with all these guys,"
Say whatever I want.
because you're not sitting with anybody.
Okay, I guess I'm going by myself then. I don't care.
Yeah, a little weird. Huh?
Will you
Or
have
you don't
like?
care?
I don't care at all.
What if you get stuck to somebody who's really annoying next to you?
It's not going to happen. He bought the 2 tickets
You know,
next to him.
and you know what? Probably nobody near him's annoying because they're all in this like the same guy.
Oh yeah,
Live in their basement, have fake fucking.
said by the guy who's doing a radio show in his basement.
I don't live here. Fake championship belts
Wait a
on the
minute.
shelves.
Wait a minute. Said by a guy who does a radio show in a basement and is relegated down to the basement. He's not even allowed upstairs.
Fake championship belts on the walls.
Oh,
Live by themselves. Neck beards. Grossly overweight.
wow.
Uh,
I was really
Now
putting
he's
over.
just cutting deep.
I know. That's okay.
You must have. I think you stung him a little bit.
I did
I-
sting him a little bit.
You
I'm
can
a-
tell how he's coming back.
Yeah,
He's a little-
he's a little hurt.
I'm a little upset that you didn't invite me.
Would you want to go to a Ring of Honor show?
Yeah, if you were buying, I would go in a second.
I don't know. You would probably just make fun of shit and be like, "That leg lock doesn't look real." at
No,
all."
we could go together
I'll-
and then not sit near each other.
Oh no, I don't think you would enjoy it all.
Maybe
that much.
Todd and I will go. Todd, do you want to go?
front row.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
We'll get front row seats across the other side from him. So as the fights are going, we just lock eye contact on him.
Boo.
And we could just point at Bullet and make fun of him the whole time.
You know what they're like when you're at a UFC event? Stand them up. Stand them up.
Oh my God, you would. That wouldn't go well for you guys if you tried to heckle people.
Or would it not go good for them?
No, it would not go good for you guys.
Fucking player Bob Honeycutt just flirting with the ladies on the
Oh yeah, dude, he's a
chat.
true honeycut, man. He's swinging. He's got a fucking pimp game as strong as shit. All the honeycuts,
Tina.
all the honeycuts can sling dick like a savage.
So
I mean,
anything else you want to cover while we're sitting here?
what do we got here? Cobra Kai. What's else on the list here?
I was just talking about I had a nap ruined earlier today. I was a little
Squirrel?
upset about that.
Yeah, I already mentioned squirrels.
My fucking asshole kids can't stop screaming while they're playing Fortnite.
That's all they do anymore.
Oh my god, dude.
Is it like?
It's so bad. And now there's a new game called H1Z1. That's I guess it's been out for a few years, but now it's on PlayStation. Yeah. So it's similar to PUBG. And they're screaming on that one as well. Like, I was literally taking a nap earlier and screaming down the steps that I was going to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
And they're slamming the PlayStation controllers down on my bar upstairs.
No,
like,
you don't.
I'm playing Detroit Becoming Human. That game's really fucking good.
Well, I moved the 2 PlayStations next to each other upstairs, so they're both in the same room screaming at each other. And now those 2 are playing and just turn around yelling at each other.
You should tape that shit.
Oh, I should. I'll set up some hidden cameras.
You should tape that shit.
So
But-
there's none down here anymore.
No, I'm going to move it back down when we play in a few minutes.
You should tape that shit.
Oh, it's fucking
I don't know if I wanna wait that
annoying.
long.
It takes 2 seconds.
It's going to take longer than 2 seconds.
No, it won't. Todd's so impatient sometimes. It's the weirdest thing.
Impatient. This guy.
That's the end of your statement?
No. Nothing.
This guy.
It's your timeline.
I'm done. I'm
it's
done.
his timeline.
I'm done.
Or no timeline.
Put yourself on camera.
Put yourself on camera, Todd. Give a speech.
You got one pointed at you. You might as well use it.
Don't need
Yeah,
it.
show everybody
Show
what you look
everybody.
like.
Come on. I want
know
to
what I
see
look
Perry
like.
versus Perry. Come on, do it.
There's no reason to do it.
This fucking guy. Come on, do it.
Where are you guys going to do an evaluation?
He's my tattoo to my Ricardo Montalban.
It's
Where are you-
like
where are you
it's
gonna do a
like
ta-ta?
I don't want to be on camera.
Oh, we were gonna do
front
Tata
and center for every picture.
eval.
Todd, we need you on camera here. Come on.
There was a time where Todd was getting comfortable on camera,
I know, and now he's going back.
and
in
now
his shell.
he's
like a turtle.
at this point where he just
He's
doesn't
like a turtle trying to cross the road. He's going back into his shell.
he doesn't want to come out of his shell,
Yeah.
and it's sad because I thought he was making great strides.
He's Todd the turtle.
Now he's in a shell.
I'm on there.
I don't.
You don't see it because it's there's a delay. You should know this by now.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't see it.
So Todd,
Yes.
what's going on with you, buddy?
Like, what would you change about Todd's duties that would make him better?
What I do?
And be honest. This is an honest eval, and you rank him 1 to 10.
I think if we paid him, he would be better.
on 1 to 10, studio prep.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Todd's got it together. I would say he's got it together.
What's the number?
I would say an 8 only because you constantly throw things in his way.
His
In the last fucking second, Todd, I want you to write a novel for the fucking YouTube description.
his ability to actually speak directly into the mic.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. Tonight might have been off, but it's
Let him answer. This is your evaluation. You
Here's
I object.
Here's my favorite. The thing was, when
Your Honor, I object.
he always hits that goddamn mic
It
stand.
was fucking head every goddamn fucking time.
well, because I'm the only one having to do stuff,
That is true. I
No,
mean,
once you're set up, the only thing you're moving is your hands.
and then you ask me stuff.
You always hit it when you're drinking a beer. Is when you do it. It's not like you like. Oh, I got to do stuff. I'm drinking this beer. That's what's making me knock the mic.
Yeah, I would say no. I would say Todd's got it together. I don't have any problem with his preparation.
So, does he get to keep his job? I guess is the question.
we ain't gonna find anybody else for the same pay.
Todd, you're rehired.
You got your raise.
We got him his 1-year contract that'll keep him around for another year.
Look, we got you a better seat.
Yeah, he's not falling through seats
That
anymore.
was the best ever.
You're not falling through seats.
Yeah.
The two of you combined breaking all the furniture in the fucking house.
It's all right. I will weigh less than you, and I'll call you fatty the day of the fight.
Nah, that'll never happen. So, who's the show brought to us by Bullet?
We already did that shit at the
No,
top of the
we're
hour.
walking out. We're just reminding people.
We'll rewind to the beginning, and I'll tell you.
And we're back. Coming at your
Comedy
podcast.
Club?
What's that? Philly Comedy Club.
Philly
and
Comedy Club.
Fleshlight.
Rest Tattoo.
Netflix.
Dads and Cargo Shorts. OutOfPocketNetwork.com. ComingAtYaPodcast.com.
Vero Social Network.
ExtremeCageCombat.com. Any other .coms?
There's a
Brazzers.
bunch out there.
Brazzers. Grinder for Bullet.
Reality.
How about your old tool thing?
Yeah. Leatherman.
Leatherman. I use that every day.
Every
You
day.
want to bust that right here?
So,
I'll do
what
it.
do we need folks to do?
We need them to go to iTunes and give us a good review and leave 5 stars for
And
us.
share the show.
Share the
Get
show.
other people to listen to it. If you like the show, maybe find somebody else that might like it too.
Hey, you know what? Somebody brought up any conversation about Till versus Thompson? That fight.
I didn't get to watch it.
Oh, well then.
I saw
comment.
it.
I thought Thompson won, but it was still a shitty fight.
It was a very shitty fight.
So
I think Wonder Boy's very overrated. I think he stylistically is a bad matchup for a guy who's fighting not to lose in the champion.
Right.
I think that you got to remember he knocked out Robbie Lawler like in the first round. Who has ever done that? Nobody. So I think he was fighting to win that night. I think now, and it happens to a lot of guys that get a belt, and now they're fighting not to lose. And he knows.
Who's got the belt?
What's his nuts? Tyron Woodley.
yeah,
And
he's gonna hold on to it for a while.
Woodley knows that he's only in. He has his position because they're forced because he's their champion. If he didn't have that belt, they wouldn't be pushing him.
You know, we're talking about the Thompson Till fight, though, right?
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that Wonder Boy, I think, was highly overrated because he was a stylistic poor matchup for the champion, for Woodley. I'm not really surprised that he didn't look all that good.
But he's trying not to lose, so he gets that title shot again.
He's
No,
looking
I
like
don't think-
Machida did for a while. Where Machida
I think
was doing
people.
that.
I think people have figured out. I think people, to a degree, have figured him out.
Yeah, I mean it happens with every guy.
Yeah,
The only guy that I think has not been figured out yet is John Jones.
Yeah, his
Right?
coke dealer has,
And
USADA has,
and Woodley's still kind of new to his position, and so I mean somebody's going to figure him out at some point as well.
I would say
Bring Nate Marquardt back, put him out.
Yeah, I think Demetrius Johnson's another guy that people haven't figured out yet.
Yeah, he's so well rounded. I don't think you're going to see that anytime soon.
Yeah, I think that
I was on Reddit today on their MMA section.
Oh, on the front page of the internet.
And that armbar that he did when he was doing that looked like he was going to take the guy down, transition to an armbar right away. That was fantastic.
I don't know. I think that I think Ronda Rousey's another person that no one's figured out yet.
In wrestling, maybe.
You know what? On that note, let's end the show.
She's gonna win that belt.
We'll be back next week.
Mark my words. She is going to main event WrestleMania next year with Charlotte Flair.
I consider your words marked.
Well, I tell you why I said that. Is this show still going?
No, it's off.
Yeah, it's off.
It's
It's
off.
going.
It's
Is
off.
this really?
It's off.
It's going.
It's off.
Because when WWE announced this deal, this $1 billion deal with
I'm
Fox,
so close to getting done.
right? I know I'm doing it just to piss you off, but she was front and center for all of that shit. She was like one of the only stars of theirs that was there, and they were just like, "Look, it's Ronda Rousey. She's going to be headlining WrestleMania next year."
Sweet. I just marked your words.
Mark them.
All right. We're out.
Thank you.